Grab your passport and my hand. I can make the bad guys good for a week. I have a big announcement, everybody. I'm going traveling and I'm starting this channel to stay in touch with friends for the next 8 to 9, 10 months. What better time and opportunity to do so and be like this, spreading the golden Asian American vibes. That's right. But before we get to that, let's start here. The very first episode of Bentime Stories. It's like bedtime stories, except this will be for young adults. Did somebody say young adult? 1 Starbucks latte, please. Extra caffeine, because I do real grown-up things. Yeah, so basically we'll be talking about life stories. I don't know, different themes, just kind of talking about life. This is a space for me to just talk and be and, dress up and everything. And in today's story, we'll be focusing on the quarter-life crisis and Wanderlust. It'll begin with making friends after college, dating, and traveling, the best part. Now, let me tell you a little bit about post-college depression. It looks something like this. Very mild, of course. Sad emoji. We have to make sure that we hang out one more time before you guys leave town. We have to go out again. Hey, are you guys still in town?
We actually left and moved back home.
Oh.
Sorry, forgot to tell you.
Okay, yeah. And then all the rest of your friends move away, and slowly, one by one, the reality kicks in. Everyone's gone. And chilling and sitting around and doing nothing, which sometimes a lot of people do. I hate watching Netflix. But the extrovert inside me couldn't. I want to go out. I need to meet people. I need adventure. I hate this post-college. What the hell is Netflix and chill? I did try to keep myself busy this year, but after college, your social networks shrink, and it's really, it's a little bit difficult to meet somebody of the same age, same interest, same cohort. It's just really different. I was like, I still need to make meaningful friendships. I need more, and I didn't know why. So I Googled what was wrong, and this is what happened.
I can't make friends after college. What's wrong with me? Real adult struggle. Must be. They solve everything.
25 very real struggles of making new friends as an adult.
I knew I wasn't alone.
Making peace with the fact that you can't fall into friendships like you did in
School and college. Resisting the urge to stay home with your non-human friends, Netflix and pizza.
Ugh, I told you this was a real problem. Internet research on how to make friends as an adult.
Am I doing that right now, or am I doing that right now?
Working out the best places to meet your potential friends. That's right. Library, coffee shop, bookstore.
Watching your social skills inexplicably disappear. Figuring out how to turn coworkers into real friends.
Resorting to bribing tactics like bringing cupcakes. I don't think so. That promotes obesity. I would never do that.
Quarter-life crisis.
The quarter-life crisis occurs in one's 20s after entering the real world. It's based off of Erikson's psychosocial models of development. According to him, after establishing a personal identity in adolescence, young adults seek to form intense, usually romantic relationships with other people. The battle at this area of life is between intimacy and isolation. And I connected with every level, being in environments where everyone was settled down, and I just wasn't. Not that there's anything wrong with being settled down, but I just wasn't there. And so when everyone else has something like a family or relationships and you don't, and you're the only one, you just naturally have a tendency to feel like, oh, why can't I have that too? So I did the next logical thing a millennial would do.
Tinder is how people meet. It's like real life, but better. Yes! It starts here. Friends, dates, relationships, and everything in between. Is this what I've been looking for? They even have LGBT couples. Wait, we're the gays. That's okay. I guess I'll try to give this a shot. this is definitely the solution to my problems. Obviously.
I downloaded Tinder. No, I didn't meet anybody. Let's be real. Big mistake. Not like shaming it or anything, any condescending way, but just wasn't for me. I get a little attached. Yes, a match. I knew I should have tried new things. I knew it. This must be true love. I already imagined the whole wedding together and everything. Okay, I get quite attached. Perhaps it's from growing up as an only child and, wanting to find that deep connection. So this is love. I should respond right now. You have to wait at least one day or else you'll seem too desperate. Okay, I'll wait to can't look desperate. Oh! No response. But why? See, I love talking a lot. It's usually okay in real life conversations, but in online text, before you meet the person, it just looks desperate and needy, which, is not true. I do really like talking, but through text, it's not just conveyed that way. I'm much more colorful in real life, and it can't be effectively translated, and it's not as captivating, and I can't emote, and I try to with emojis, but it just makes me look crazy. 5 emojis? 5 emojis is okay. They should love me for who I am. Let's do all kinds of different emojis. Emojis are life. My life. Especially the sparkle emoji. I gave it a chance and it didn't really work out. I don't know what I did wrong. I hate the world and I hate dating. Pick your needy, desperate ass up. I just like making friends. Is there anything wrong with that? Good friends, great friends. I decided to change my perspective. And I said, what is one thing that I can do now as a single, free youth that I wouldn't be able to do if I had to tie myself down? The answer came to me in a dream. Or Googling and BuzzFeed articles. Don't trade my 20s away for a corporate ladder. But also know that it's still important. Yes, I do know that. Travel is the only thing you spend money on that makes you richer. Yes, traveling is an activity that cannot be done by everyone since they might have family to take care of children or relationships. But for the solo, free, single spirit, they can go anywhere without telling anybody except social media and things like that. And it's completely okay. And they just can make friends and be free, just like Adeline from the age of Adeline. Why, hello there. I seem to have lost my way. Would you mind helping me find my way back to true north? Leading me to a happier trail. So I'll be going to Thailand, Australia, and New Zealand for the next 8 to 10 months. And yeah, so I was originally just going to travel indefinitely, but I realized that we should probably realize the financial reality of the world and career projection growth that's still bottled inside me from my Asian American, Southeast Asian American upbringings that we came here for security and opportunity. So it'd be almost counterproductive to just travel and live in the moment. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but when you're obviously here in America for a long time and you're exposed to the corporate world, you need to experience different lifestyles. That's great. But if your parents came from the lifestyles where they were able to live in the moment and really just enjoy that moment, but then get fucked when they have like sickness or death or something because there's no welfare or system of security or stable retirement and welfare and things like that. So it's counterproductive to just drop everything and do that. So I had to find a balance, and that balance was applying to grad school as a safety net, but also something that I'm actually really passionate about, but just not ready to sign my life away to the 9-to-5 and build my career in my 20s yet, because I want to fill it with traveling and wanderlust and just, being free and being able to start this creative venture, creative outlet, because I otherwise wouldn't be able to do it. Using your creativity to fill your alone time really allows me to not get so upset about it as an extrovert. Otherwise, I'd be like, stupid Netflix. And I also knew that I really learned well talking to people. You can learn through books, you can learn through movies, and I learn a lot through talking to a lot of people. So this will really be able to give me a lot of cultural insight I'm not going to a third world country or anything like that, but it'll just be different and learning about different lifestyles and really being able to learn about how other people make meaningful life. And I love looking at that so I can harvest the wisdom from people. So it's going to be really planting me in another community and really testing my social skills, being able to meet friends and build deep connections if I can, and being able to do it well. That's what the plan is, and I'm excited to do that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with anybody who has recently graduated, is in that post-college slump, or, you know, is pissed off at dating. Follow me on my adventure. #BenVoyage. That's right. Ben Voyage, bitches!